Welcome back, everyone. Today we have a spine-chilling episode for you, one that delves into the darkest corners of everyday life, those places where we feel safest, yet where vulnerability lurks like a predator in the shadows. We're diving into 5 disturbing home video camera stories that will leave you sleeping with the lights on. You see, these stories are different. They hold a mirror up to our sense of security and shatter it piece by piece, because what you're about to see is real, caught on camera, in the homes of everyday people just like you and me. Imagine this. You're home alone, maybe you hear a creak upstairs, a floorboard groans when it shouldn't. You write it off, tell yourself it's the house settling, but deep down, a shiver of unease crawls up your spine. That's what started happening to the Peterson family in suburban Ohio. At first it was just sounds. A dragging noise in the attic. The faintest of footsteps, easily dismissed, right? But then, things took a sinister turn. The Petersons installed a camera in the attic, hoping to catch a raccoon or maybe a squirrel, but what they saw sent chills down their spines and set the internet ablaze. The footage, grainy and unsettling, showed a shadowy figure moving in the flickering darkness of the attic. It moved with a strange, unnatural gait, its limbs contorting at unsettling angles. It was like something out of a nightmare, lurking in the shadows of their home, watching their every move. Days turned into sleepless nights as the Petersons tried to make sense of what they were seeing. Who was this intruder, and how long had they been living in their attic, watching, waiting? The police were called, the attic searched, but the mysterious figure vanished without a trace, leaving behind more questions than answers and a lingering sense of dread that continues to haunt the family to this day. We entrust our children to the care of others, believing they'll be safe, protected. But what happens when the person we trust the most betrays that trust in the most horrifying way? This chilling tale centers around the Thompson family, a loving couple with a beautiful baby girl, Lily. They hired a babysitter, a seemingly sweet young woman named Sarah, recommended by friends, vetted, or so they thought. One night the Thompsons decided to check their nanny cam, a decision that would unravel their world. What they witnessed sent waves of horror and disbelief through their veins. Sarah, their trusted babysitter, was caught on camera, not caring for Lily, but mistreating her. The footage showed Sarah shaking the baby violently, her face contorted in a mask of rage. The Thompsons rushed home, their hearts pounding in their chests. Confronting Sarah, they saw no remorse in her eyes, only a chilling indifference. The police were called and Sarah was arrested, but the damage was done. The footage, a testament to the darkest side of human nature, serves as a chilling reminder that evil can lurk beneath the most innocent of facades. Chapter 3, Nighttime Intruder. For the Carter family, it began with their son, Ethan, having nightmares, waking up screaming, his tiny body trembling with terror. He'd whisper about a man in his room at night, a shadowy figure that watched him from the corner. At first his parents dismissed it as nightmares, but as the weeks went on and Ethan's nightmares intensified, they decided to install a camera in his room. What they saw would chill them to the bone and become the stuff of internet legend. In the dead of night, as Ethan slept soundly in his bed, a figure materialized from the darkness, creeping in from the edge of the camera's view. It was tall and skeletal, its movements jerky and unnatural. It moved towards Ethan's bed, reaching out a long, slender arm towards the sleeping child. The Carters watched in horror as the figure leaned in close to Ethan, whispering something in his ear, its voice a low, guttural growl. The camera malfunctioned at that moment, the screen going blank, leaving the Carters in a state of sheer terror. When they rushed into Ethan's room, the figure was gone, vanished into thin air. To this day, they don't know who or what invaded their home that night, leaving them with a haunting mystery and a constant fear of the unknown. Chapter 4, Ghostly Apparition. In the quaint town of Willow Creek, nestled amidst rolling hills and whispering willows, lived the Harpers, a young couple deeply in love and blissfully unaware of the dark secret their new home held. John and Mary had just moved into their dream home, a beautiful Victorian with a rich history and an unsettling presence that sent shivers down their spines. At first it was just a feeling, a cold spot in the hallway, the flickering of lights, but then things took a turn for the eerie. One evening, while reviewing their home security footage, they noticed something utterly chilling, a translucent figure gliding across the living room. It was a woman, dressed in a flowing white gown, her face obscured by long, dark hair. The figure seemed to float, her feet not touching the ground, and as she passed by the camera, a cold chill filled the room, sending shivers down the Harpers' spines. John and Mary were left in shock, their dream home suddenly transformed into a nightmare. Was it a trick of the light, a figment of their imagination, or something more sinister, a remnant of the home's past, trapped between worlds? They tried to rationalize it, but the evidence was right there on the screen. A ghostly apparition, a chilling reminder that some secrets refuse to stay buried. Chapter 5. Crime Scene Revelation. Imagine buying your dream home, a place filled with hopes and dreams, only to discover it holds a dark and terrifying secret. That's what happened to the Miller family. They purchased a beautiful old house on the outskirts of town, unaware of its sinister past. It wasn't long before strange things started happening, unexplained noises, objects moving on their own, a feeling of being watched. Driven by a need for answers, they decided to check the home's old security system, hoping for a clue, a sign, anything to explain the unsettling events. What they found left them speechless. Hidden within the depths of the hard drive, buried beneath years of mundane footage, was a horrifying discovery. The previous owners had been the victims of a brutal and unsolved crime. The footage, grainy and disturbing, showed a group of masked intruders breaking into the house, their intentions clearly malicious. The Millers watched in horror as the footage unfolded, their dream home transformed into a nightmare. They reported their findings to the police, who reopened the cold case, hoping to finally bring the perpetrators to justice. The Millers, however, were left to grapple with the chilling reality that their sanctuary was built upon a foundation of violence and despair, a haunting reminder that the past can never truly be erased. Outrow, things are not what they seem. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to like, subscribe, and hit the bell icon for more terrifying tales. Remember, these stories, as unsettling as they are, serve as a chilling reminder that the line between our perceived safety and the lurking darkness is often razor thin. And remember, sometimes the scariest things are the ones we don't see coming, the shadows that lurk just beyond our vision, the secrets hidden within the walls of our homes.